Welcome back to Phoenix Wright as Attorney Part 32. And now we're going to continue this trial while I win and Phoenix Wright loses.
Well, I just have one thing to say.
Isn't that right, Wright?
Wrong!
What?
Sorry, I was quoting Kevin Spacey there, but yeah, as I was saying, did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not a testimony. My objection beam says so. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Because it's the law.
No.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Order! 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 Order!
Try saying that 10 times fast.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims.
But you asked him the question.
Why haven't you still gotten this Wash Lady out of the court?
Because she's your daughter, sir.
Oh. Wait, my daughter is Welsh, but I thought I was German.
Your wife was
I'm
Welsh.
sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
I'm afraid I cannot let you do that, Von Karma.
What?
Miss Lotterheart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
But he is in contempt of court.
And you will be soon if you don't shut up!
No, I am.
Why are you still here?
Everyone hates Von Karma.
With good
With
reason.
that attitude, well, Shiroi, with that
I
attitude,
have
I'm
faith.
sure he's fun at parties.
I am Faye! You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Can you imagine?
I would actually like to see Von Karma at a party.
Can you imagine Von Karma at a karaoke party?
A bit of Celine Dion.
Oh, goody, this one.
And I know my heart will go on.
Okay, now it's one of the... Okay.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright.
I take it you're not a fan of soap operas.
I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of
Butcher.
time. And now we get one of my more favorite sections in the game, the part where Phoenix actually gets to be complete on his own against the prosecution.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. And hurry up before I throw you out of the court and all.
Yeah, these are the tougher
Meantime,
sections.
Lotta is getting bombarded by screams.
Yeah. Think. I got it! Objection! Got
Wow,
you.
that was fast.
Hey, that's
Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
Mr. Wright, that's my catchphrase.
Again,
What-
who
what?
are you?
You got what?
Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's
a terrible-
something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible.
This is a terrible photograph.
Not now, whoever you are.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
Oh.
Huh? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Objection. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
You what?
Yeah,
What
now
made?
she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself!
Miss Hart.
What?
Did you see the defendant that night?
Ooh.
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it.
Needn't.
I finally
I
found a
did
hole in
it.
Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
Hooray.
Hashtag
Still
thanks,
fun.
Maya. Legitimately.
There you go.
How
See,
Edgeworth was seen.
there you go. See, that was the whole point for Maya to do something.
Don't worry, I know that. It's just.
You're right. It was a cold night, and the
Yeah, I know. It's just. You know, I never like moments where they just start all of a sudden turn like, oh, I'm no good. I'm leaving. Bye.
Dwebs, here's a tip.
still,
Whenever
I
you
brought
get
my
a mo-
binoculars with me.
Dwebs, here's a
Honestly,
tip.
summer
Whenever you
leaves is coming.
Yeah, Dwebs, here's a tip. Whenever you see a moment like that, wait for the scene to end.
When I heard
before
that noise on the
reacting.
lake, I looked with my binoculars.
Did you know?
Unless that scene never comes, in which case.
See? No problem.
With that fog, I found that unlikely.
You used binoculars.
What is this binocular thing you're talking about?
Very well.
You youngsters.
You may begin your cross-examination,
But the camera
Mr.
would
Wright.
be more
Back in my
focused
day,
than
we
the
used-
binoculars.
Back in my day, we used logs.
This one had better be good, and with proper pronunciation from the peanut gallery.
Binoculars?
Hold it! So, how could you see Edgeworth?
I have a monocular.
Oh,
Now, just hold your horses for a second. You
Nice Yankee.
you hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Really?
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Burn!
Ouch.
nobody loves me.
Aww.
Don't worry, Phoenix. You have at least one person here, but
Don't worry,
Now Phoenix is doing it.
don't worry, Phoenix. That's what Dual Destinies is for.
Don't you be trials and tribulations?
Well, more like in Dual Destinies. Because Dual Destinies, everybody treats Phoenix like
Yeah,
he's a fucking
it's
god.
got an automatic.
Yeah, but in trials and tribulations, I can't spoil.
The issue we're concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Basically, Joe, but yes, I know that there's someone in Trials and Tribulations. I know what you're talking about. But in Dual Destinies, it's like everybody loves Phoenix and battle puts the guy on a fucking pedestal. And they literally make a fucking statue out of him.
Is that an allegory for how the fan base of Ace Attorney grew stronger and stronger?
It could be. Any Pedro, the reason I made more than so the connection to trials and tribulations was because you was talking about love as in from
Yeah,
a girl.
binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Did you, by any chance find that star shooting off his gabs at the Oscars?
Did you make a wish?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you made a wish. What was your wish?
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that?
No.
I got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
Objection. The camera is irrelevant to this case.
No, it's not.
supposed to took the- You can't say that for certain. Only a
Yeah.
Sith deals in absolutes.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case?
Darth
I believe it
Karma.
is.
I
You
can
may
see
continue
that.
with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
And he's
Yeah,
not kidding.
I will use my laser eye vision to
Oh, Mr.
burn you.
Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yes. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case.
It's always the key to the entire case.
Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning.
It's called bluffing, too.
I know. Well, honestly, after this far
Wow,
in the game,
maybe I went a
you're
little
telling me
overboard
that
there.
now.
Even he says it. See?
Well, to be fair to you, Phoenix hasn't had to rely too much on
Very well.
bluffing. I mean, he occasionally
well,
does it,
well
but not too
to be
much.
perfectly honest,
Miss Hart,
against
you will testify
against
to
a
the court
wall
the
like
Look,
Von
well,
Karma.
Jova, actually, let's not forget, Jova, how in Apologists they literally make a parallel between poker and trial.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Really?
And yeah, they do. And poker is all about reading your opponent and bluffing.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's actually a comparison that's legit. Anywho, about the photograph. You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Well, yeah. You see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Johnson.
Oh, alright, I'll say later.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of our challenged intellect.
I love
Now
this.
wait a minute.
That's racist.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Challenging
Talk to Rita. No unnecessary comments, please.
Ooh.
That makes, we'll say...
That would get rid of 80% of YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Hard to decide to spend, well, we'll know the reason of her
Objection!
things in about a second, but she decided to spend
Oh wait, hold
Christmas
on, I got this
Eve
point.
alone in her van with that stuff.
Tio.
Says who?
Sorry.
I saw the camera you set up yesterday, and this time I have a photograph of it. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Unless
And
you're
yet
trying to
you
get the
didn't point
reflection.
that out yesterday. Oh,
Huh?
Well, what
Mr.
about
Wright, what are you driving at?
Well, what about the stars that are on your horizon?
the problem is that Gore Lake is surrounded by woods. The Phoenix has a point now here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Unless you like stars or trees. Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Do we have evidence?
Your Honor, take a look at this.
The badge.
Was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake?
The
Take
badge.
that! Miss
Gordy.
Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
If this series ever has an end, the badge will be the final piece of evidence ever presented.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's finally useful.
You see what I mean about a challenged intellect? My witness fucking believes in the fucking Loch Ness Monster. Fucking hell.
Ah, the sighting of Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of this lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this gourd.
I have it. Proof.
Do we?
Intriguing.
Oh yeah, I'm on a roll here.
Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please.
The only one who's taking the
Here is-
picture
I love
is
the slide.
the
I love
camera.
the slide.
Here is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster.
So now the
that.
judge is proving it himself. Okay, I get the feeling that was a
Miss Hart,
mistranslation.
use your own
Probably.
camera.
I get the feeling that was probably a mistranslation.
I wanted to play Phoenix for a minute, okay?
That line, because that line makes no sense. in
Actually, I can
context.
actually explain it. Basically, it's the judge setting up the path for you to present it. Basically, he's saying, here's the evidence, and then that's basically your line to pick and to present it.
Yeah, all they needed to do, all you needed to say was show evidence and shit. You didn't- What's with this? Here's evidence, like, whatever. It didn't come across like that, honestly.
Oh yeah. I can definitely understand why you'd definitely be missed by it. You were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Myth,
Someone farted in
I'm
the
gonna
general
put-
direction
that,
that will make the
it's
camera
weird.
go around.
Well, that's what I meant.
Come on, I wanted to play Phoenix for a moment.
Well, that's what I meant by myth. Like, well, myth is in the
See,
definition of confused.
I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure.
Especially because, shooting stars do not make that, big noises.
Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Well,
Not bad. You lawyers, that's smart.
no, just lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
So
Phoenix
smart,
is smart
boy.
enough.
I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Phoenix-
she did that all her alone on Christmas Eve. How sad
what?
is that?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Shit.
True.
He's right.
Exactly.
Dang, Wada has a point.
What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Well, actually, I think you are confirmation that monsters exist.
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
That's true, actually.
Yeah,
Not true.
he is right, actually.
On the contrary, You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Get it, bottom of the lake. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court?
That is a legitimate question.
Please revise your testimony.
Actually, Dwibs, considering the official expression, you probably should have said, please
Right.
revise your testimony.
Fine, I'll testify. It won't
Now,
change
I wanted to
nothing, though.
keep the scene straight.
Yeah.
Sure.
Something will change. It has to.
Regardless of the
Change. Real change.
developers' apparently efforts to try and undermine that with a weird expression.
Well done, Vince.
Lotta's new testimony.
Let's hear it.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university.
Nah, really? Nah.
I'm an investigative photographer.
So she's
Oh.
female Peter Parker.
No, she's
pretty much.
more like female Frank West.
Oh, yeah,
Imagine what a
True.
scoop I'd get if I got a picture of that monster.
Actually, too, even better. She's a fusion of Frank West and Peter Parker. She's even got the red hair.
That's why I was camping by the lake.
Objection, Your Honor. What relevance does this have?
Shut up.
But that's all I was hiding.
To answer your question, Pedro, whenever a court of law brings up a question like saying, why did you think this, or why did you think that,
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of that lake.
it's basically required that that question be answered in full.
There wasn't much else to look at, so
Okay, go on.
then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Sorry, Jova.
Okay, I'll take it from here. Basically, Pedro, whenever a question, that's saying, why did you think this, or why all of a sudden did you hide this or that, that question has to be answered in full, because every single little bit affects the validity of the testimony, and the court needs to absolutely know every single thing involved to make sure that they've got their facts as solid as possible.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection. Witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case.
That is true.
On the
There is no
contrary,
need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
You only call it pointless because I'm on to something.
Yeah, he's very manipulative like that, as we'll
Objection!
see later.
My turn. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Well,
Not you.
do I have
Very well.
a suit?
You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Sure.
That would be a first.
Ha ha. Very funny.
What's the funny story?
You understand that
Karma?
this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. I'm not that stupid, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to have another day of trial, aren't we?
Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, of course.
I'm being sarcastic, sort of.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not important. Next one. Hold it! An investigative photographer.
Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business.
Oh, how's Peter Parker doing in that case?
Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
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 There was a
UFO?
UFO.
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
fucking orange text.
UFO? Oh my.
Oh yeah, she's trying to say UFO, isn't she?
Yep.
You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
She's responsible for most of the Illuminati predictions. I knew I should have become an investigative photographer.
Think of it.
I keep slipping up because I keep trying to say reporter.
Yeah, I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Hold it! Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
I mean, think about it. I'll say that.
Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV.
And letters Illuminati, 9 letters not a heart, 10 take 9 is 1, 1 9 Illuminati,
I'm
letters
not sure
Illuminati
that
confirmed.
appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Next thing you know, King Kong's hanging out in London.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real.
Isn't
You've
it the
heard
same
of,
newspaper that said that
Photoshop?
Godzilla was taking a vacation trip to Milan?
Even though
Right.
this takes place
This is
in
one fight I do
2015,
not believe
I
you
think
can
this
win.
error is still pretty, behind the
Let's keep
times.
moving, shall we?
Right you are, Troy. Yes, Your Honor. Seriously, it's the same newspaper that says that Godzilla's taking a vacation in Milan, Italy.
They probably don't have anything better than MS Paint at this point.
Yeah, and that's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera.
Yep, borrow it from a friend at the university.
Oh, plot twist, she actually still is a student, she's just taking
It
time off.
analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
It snaps a shot.
Go figure.
yep.
So, how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was that night.
Wasn't.
Lovely. I've got an idea. Hold it! I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out that I was up, if word got out what I was up to, the lake could be overflowing with competitors.
Editors?
Yeah, second-rate shutter dogs trying to steal my scoop. Shutterbugs?
Shut up,
Shutterbugs.
yeah.
Shutterbugs.
Ah.
I have no idea what that means. Like,
It's a fancy term
Bunch of
for,
people
you
who just
know...
take photos.
Yeah, what
Like,
you
is
said.
that just like a fancy term for wannabes?
Is that the only reason you were hiding?
Or
it?
opportunists? Well, actually...
Objection! Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Well,
many
it
times
sounded
have
like
you
she
said
was
that?
about to
Oh,
give an answer.
okay, so that means it is relevant.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told
Thank
me to
you.
keep quiet. Yep, what sure I said.
The badge, of course.
Objection! Miss Hart! Were you really looking at that boat?
Oh, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would have been looking at it.
Again, on Christmas Eve while you were all alone.
I agree.
Being
Any
really
normal person would.
You're not.
You're not
But
alone.
you are far from normal.
Hey, insulting the way.
I get
What?
it. When I do it, I'm evil, but when he does it, it's funny.
You don't want to step
Right.
over here and say that?
What can I say? I'm a charismatic guy.
To compensate Von Karma, she's threatening to beat the hell out of Phoenix. I doubt she'd do that to you. She's probably too scared.
Eddie, what would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't
Well, no
give the boat
fucking
a
shit.
second thought.
Or if you hear the bang from a gunshot, you'd probably shit yourself and run away.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, what the heck happened to your voice? Never mind. You
Sorry.
testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However,
Sorry.
you
Bad throat,
wouldn't
Mr.
need
Wright.
binoculars to watch that boat.
Bad throat, Mr. Wright. I apologise.
Alright. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing.
Huh?
What was that?
No.
Huh. Well,
Don't ... me.
answer to my desk slamming!
Well, now that y'all mention it, here it comes. Objection! Oh. I did sort of have my binoculars on the kind of scan the lake a bit.
Aww, she's so sad.
I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Probably not.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you are not watching the boat then?
This is
Now here's the objection.
This is most unorthodox.
Sorry, y'all.
So this is a complete waste of our time!
I wasn't fibbing, really. Yeah, you were.
Can we get the
I was
collective
just-
facepalm
I thought,
scene
you know,
from the Naked
I
Gun
could be
movie?
witness to a murder and all.
And here's what I don't like, Lada. I mean, she basically wasted everybody's time. Just
hold on,
for
Paige.
kicks.
Hold on, Pedro. We're
Can
still
we
getting
hold
that
her in
reason.
contempt of court?
Mm.
I kinda got excited.
What are you, 5?
I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
Actually, there's a psychological reason which she does bring up in a later part.
This is totally uncalled for.
Thank you. But hey! You got the photograph, you got the proof.
This
Yeah,
proof is
turns-
precisely Dick.
Turns out Lada may not be completely useless to this case after all.
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this.
Thank you!
Haha.
I will smugly, smirk at vodka armor. Right. That's why I took the photo and
Objection.
there it is.
Witness, that's enough. You had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Oh my.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? Something useful? Oh,
Well,
we can't let
Phoenix,
that go
I guess
unheard.
that's the time to raise an objection.
Everyone's a dick to Lotta.
She took the photo and...
Well, to be fair, she's just kind of being a dick to the court.
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
you're right.
Yeah, Lada gives as good as she
She
gets.
even
I'll
had a
give her
photograph to
that.
prove it.
And she does get better with subsequent appearances. Oh, but
I
you
don't
couldn't really tell from the photo who's shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Enlarge your photo.
A large dog.
Oh.
She said, "It'll drop the quality of mine, but should be seen as those fools."
That's what she said.
Because apparently she can do that, CSI style.
Yeah.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it?
I wonder.
Yeah.
I've got a hunch.
Phoenix is in the void.
I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma.
It was
Very
the
good,
judge.
Phoenix.
The judge was the murderer.
Unless Karma is actually trying to get you into a trap, but who knows?
That would be quite
No.
an
As we
interesting
see
thing of
from a
reverse
later
psychology.
thing.
Oh, I know, but honestly, Karma is kind of unpredictable.
What should I do?
Show the enlargement.
Show her the enlarged. Yes.
By the way, fun fact, if you choose wait and see what happens...
The arachnid.
I
Yes.
keep getting all these.
Miss Hart,
Okay.
look at this photograph.
Let me get
Yeah.
instant game over if you pick the other one.
Yep. You enlarged this.
Yep, yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Ooh.
Another most unorthodox thing.
Objection. Because it does not exist.
Oh, sure.
Oh, we have the
Oh.
photograph. We could enlarge it again.
And here comes...
What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in the court in the first place.
Wow.
Oh.
There we go.
You old fool.
Ooh.
Now she's really like she's not poking a lion with
What's
a
the meaning
stick.
of
She's
this,
got her
Mr.
head in
Vo-
its mouth.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Volkama?
Oh no.
Miss Hart! Show
Maybe
the
we
photo
should
to the
run.
court! Show us the enlargement! The cornered fiend tells you to do so!
What coin is that? I can't hear nothing.
Objection! The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Actually, due to trials and tribulations, it turns out the characters can hear the music.
Objection.
Really?
The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
So it's like Shovel Knight, where the bad
Deal
guys
with it.
carry around boom boxes with the theme music.
Here we go!
Here it is.
There you go. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant.
Zoom in to see if you see any ruffles.
Oh,
maybe
I
it's-
think
Or
I
maybe,
can see.
or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. And Mr. Wright, please allow me to talk. I'm the fucking judge here.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
There has to be something.
Come on, it's blatantly obvious.
Oh yes, I think it is.
It was Edgeworth's mom that did it. She came back from the grave.
It's the hand that was holding the gun.
Yeah.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement.
With that face, I'm scared.
I know you keep. See, I kept going on the internet and finding all these enlarge my dick ads. What are these things about?
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry,
don't want to
not
know.
gonna help
I
you, sir.
suppose this means the cross-examination.
It's over. Obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. Thank you, Mr. Wright, for wasting our time.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Huh? Von Karma's got you beat there,
Can we
Judge.
object yet?
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness.
Not that really.
What else could possibly be
You
required?
keep telling yourself that, dude.
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go
But
like
Judge,
this.
you yourself said you can't see who's
Like
in the
this.
There
photo.
has to be a clue in this photo somewhere.
Remember, Shirai, guilty till proven innocent.
Okay, now this part. If you pick the wrong message, this is it. Game over. As for the other one, there's a neutral path, which will just loop you back, and there's the right path. Your Honor! There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. So says the cornered variation fee.
But what might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
You're about to see. Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here goes. Just gotta get it right.
Yay!
And
Just
take
pointing
that!
the fucking cursor.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
If I must spell it out, look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
It's actually a crazy hand and not master hand.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. I ask that everyone in the court remain calm. Take that!
Alright.
The evidence is clear with this pistol. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Master hand indeed. Ergo,
Accordingly, vis-a-vis.
the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth, it's in fact Sakurai.
Who?
Apparently, the victim asked him to add one of his favorite characters in his match, but he wasn't too pleased with it.
It was someone asking him to add
Now that
Ridley.
everyone in the courtroom is quieted down,
It's too big!
I would like to reconvene this court of law.
Actually, I could just imagine that. Okay,
Mr. Wright,
anywho. Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today.
Ha-ha!
We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night.
So, who's
But
the
me.
one with the decisive evidence and witness
However-
now? Eh?
This leaves us with a rather large problem.
Yeah, Ridley. We have
If
to deal with
Mr.
that.
If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Oh, right, that too!
Precisely. As you have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night.
Which means somebody tried to shoot Edgeworth, you dipshit.
Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah.
Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Wouldn't that be a
Sure, why not?
first? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. After all, this is a court of logic here.
What is
No,
this
not-
logic you speak of?
It's something that often
Indeed.
comes up in our most important...
It's something I get told off for having.
Objection. I am so very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can see that.
But suicide is out of the question.
Is it?
Is it?
Oh, don't worry, Shiroi. He's got a special prosecutor's trick.
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
Would have been nice to know that at the
Oh.
beginning of the court, wouldn't it? The distance...
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
But there
meter.
wouldn't have been a meter between the two people on the
That's
boat.
3 feet.
Yeah,
Actually,
what is
Shiroi,
this
it was-
feet? Wait,
Yeah.
in Imperial America, shouldn't they use those weird other things like inches, feet, and stuff like that?
Oh, no. Here in America, we use all sorts of measurements, including the stuff from the metric system.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Sure.
Of
Are you
course.
being a manipulative bastard again?
I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Actually,
Sure you
he's
did.
being manipulative,
And
but
yes,
he's
he actually
actually...
updates the auto.
Believe it or not, this update is actually legit.
Okay.
Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. And no interrupting. No interrupting. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth.
But we just definitively proved otherwise.
However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth.
So
This
it
is-
wasn't
This is a
him.
conundrum. I said no interrupting.
Very
Don't you mean a
good.
paradox?
Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day.
Objection.
Shut up.
Sorry, Shiroi, not
no.
until trials and tribulations when you can do
The
that.
court orders the defense and the prosecution to further...
No, I thought Von
investigate this
Karma could
matter.
do that.
Oh, that too.
Okay,
Understood.
I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
Your
sure.
Honor. Hey,
Those are
one
big
more day.
investigations then.
All the
Those
more
are-
breathing room, I guess.
That is all. The
Meanwhile,
court is adjourned.
Karma is tearing his arm apart by how much he's strangling it.
And then he
Get
lost
the
all
feeling
feeling.
Von Karma may have been a bit stressed out by this particular trial, since he expected to win it all.
Well, there is a reason for that, but we'll see why later.
Whew, that was a close one. I actually
know.
got to do something without my assistant for once. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
So optimistic.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, in this universe, if you're found guilty, you're going to die, so I can understand that
not
optimism
necessarily.
isn't exactly.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, well, if you're found, like, guilty of self-defense, like with D. Vasquez, you're probably going to prison for life, I guess, or something. Your reputation will be ruined and you'll go to jail, but I don't think you get the death penalty for that. What? Don't give me that look.
But I could say the same thing to you.
I did not kill him. It wasn't even a miles away. I was just kidding around.
It was Miles Edgeworth's evil twin.
You mean miles per hour?
Power?
Oh,
Wait a minute. Well, how did that happen?
huh. Distance.
You know what? Don't answer that.
Dot.
Tell Maya to watch out for the shippers that ship me and her. And also tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, believe it or not, Edgerfin might get shipped quite a bit.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm
Of
sure
course,
she'll be happy
because
to hear you say
that's
that. Edgerfin.
logical.
Well,
course,
it
because love
makes
and
more
hate.
sense than Phoenix and Edgerfin being shipped.
I'm actually surprised that it's in the ship for Edgeworth and Gumshoe.
Pedro,
Thanks,
please
Pedro.
don't.
I totally needed that.
Besides, Gumshoe's got his own official ship already.
True.
Oh, really?
That's called bromance.
Don't worry,
It's a completely
Shiroi.
different
Wait till
being.
Trials and Tribulations. In fact, a lot of people get their own official ships in Trials and Tribulations. So yes, beware, shippers. By Trials and Tribulations, that's where a lot of your wishful ships come to die.
Yes, because nothing kills a ship more than the almighty cannon.
Yeah.
Yes.